All right, here we go. We're going to start this off by doing our very first league of pre-modern. I haven't gotten a chance to play the pre-modern leagues yet, so I figured I'd pop in and try my Toginator deck. So we're playing Psychatog and Twisted Abomination with Reanimate. This is really great in the Tog mirrors, and I hear there's a lot of Tog out there to begin with. Um, the rest of the deck is a lot of, one ofs and two ofs and three ofs, fun stuff, playing one intuition, doing the gush thing. Yeah, we'll just have to see how this works. We'll probably need some tweaking, but I think this is the best duress deck in the format right now, so that's why I'm on it. That's my plan here. You can always check out this deck on Moxfield. I'm sure I've got a thing over here. In fact, I'll do it right now. You can check it out by scanning this code right now, right here, and that'll bring you to the deck, and you'll be able to play it. Finding the right high-end cards for legacy, vintage, pre-modern, or old-school Magic can be challenging. That's where friends 3-for-1 trading come in.
3-for-1 Trading is one of Europe's top Magic the Gathering retailers with an incredible selection of premium singles, sealed product, and even full sets, all available with free, fast, and secure worldwide shipping.
They add fresh inventory every Wednesday with weekly deals and discounts. So whether you're hunting for that elusive piece of power, a legacy staple, or something spicy for your collection, they've got you covered.
First high-end orders over $500 or €500, use the code EDFREE to get free worldwide shipping.
Check them out now at the number 3, the number 4, the number 1.gg/ED. That link takes you right to the shop and helps support the channel.
Huge thanks to 3-for-1 Trading for supporting the legacy community. Now back to the show.
All right, so let's get in there and play a league, do the do, as it were, and try and talk some people out of this metagame. Letting Phil know right now that I'm on Toginator. And I'm just going to do the thing that I do, which is make people have to respect Reanimate in this format. Recording this at the final day of the year as we move into 2026 and out of 2025. Here I am playing Psychatog. All right, we won the die roll. That's always great. Yeah, we're going to keep this. This looks great. We'll start with a duress and keep going from there. I've got mana. I've got a Ghastly Demise for whatever nonsense they're playing as far as creatures is concerned. This is right where we want to be. And they're mulling to 6. So that's even better. Nothing like getting to duress somebody and then being like, cool, you've mulled to 6. All right, so we'll draw our card. Get into that first main phase. There we go. And we'll target them with that. Let's do it. Duress. Right. Wow. Volcanic Spray. Damage to each creature and each player without flying. I think we just take the Oath here. What else do they have? Funeral Pyre. Exile card. Interesting. This looks like Phil's deck. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take the Oath. We don't need it. I like that they're like, what we'll do here is remove a card from your graveyard and make you have to have it. That's pretty sweet. Now, we also have to keep in mind that our opponent has access to Funeral Pyre, which means that he can exile a card from the graveyard, so that sort of messes with our Reanimate plan. Got to keep that in mind. All right, so they drew a Windswept Heath. All right, so all they have left really in their hand is kind of garbage, which is fine for us. We'll go ahead and play an island and pass. There goes that Adarkar Waste. Have you ever made out a Adarkar Waste? All right, we got a smother. I'm going to go ahead and put a island into play. All right, there we go. So we definitely can stop any sort of shenanigans as far as. All right, there we go. All right, they got 4 cards in hand. There's a Tog. Pretty great. Do we want to put the Tog into play? I think we should. Actually, I don't want to put Tog into play. I want to have access to Fact or Fiction. I think that's our best bet. We only need 1 swamp, really. Let opponent go to draw step. I've got 3 cards in hand. Now, I'm not playing foil, which is an issue. Okay, so they drew another land. I'd really hate to see an Armageddon here. That would be tough for me. Okay, so this is a Cataclysm for sure. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get an island. We're going to cast Fact or Fiction. Okay. Let's do it like this. Oh yeah, they get to choose. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna choose pile 2. They can go in any order. I'm gonna cast this and return 2 islands to my hand. And no response. I think I'm still in a great position here. Choose. I'll choose that. Say done. That doesn't seem like where you want to be, is to cast that when you don't have anything in play. Got to pass from here, right? All right. Draw. I'll play a land. And I just have to pass the turn. And I think the play here is just let the Twisted Abomination hit the yard. All right. Sylvan Library. It's going to have to resolve. I can't do anything about it. It also means that my opponent is in a little bit of a bind. I think I just have to... actually, no. We're going to go ahead and reanimate this guy. Right? Then we have the counter magic to back him up. My opponent doesn't have a way to deal with it. It's pretty sweet. I think that's the best case scenario for us. Right? You get to see some cards. Can pretty much counter anything important that they do. And I got to play around their Funeral Pyre, which they have in their hand. Took 4. Okay. So here comes probably... Okay. Right. Okay. No. We're going to have to counter that. That's going to get countered. Untap. Okay. Well, we're doing it now. Let's play this guy. I think we have to swing in here. If he gets rid of it, yeah, there's the... You're going to play a Funeral Pyre. I see. Sure. To block it. Let's do that. Now we know he only has a Volcanic Spray in his hand. And I'm putting him into a place where he has to have... he cannot really afford to draw cards right now. In a bit of a bind myself, but I can pretty much smother anything he casts, so good there. Okay, untap, draw, underground, yeah. Yeah, so we'll attack. Right, coming in. All right. Play that. I think we just pass here. Enlightened Tutor. You got it. That's not going to be good enough with an oath. You're going to put the oath into play, but like you still die. So I don't know what you're really going to be able to do there. Yeah. Ends that one, right? Okay. Okay, so let's think about... Okay, we don't want to see any of those. I think the boomerang is fine here. I haven't seen any... We didn't see any green creatures, but I'm like kind of positive that this deck plays green creatures. I think we need to worry about Coffin Purge. Land-wise, I didn't see anything that was concerning. Okay, so let's look at what we want to take out. Let's take out 1 Reanimate. 1... One opt. So tight. Let's do a smother, right? Because we've got smother, snuff out. Do we have snuff out? There's snuff out. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna do one island on the play here, and I'll take out a duress and just kind of see how that does for us. We got to see exactly what this deck does on that level where we were just like, oh, okay, we're just going to value out a Twisted Abomination. All right. I do not like this opener. We really need another land. Ugh. Can we afford to keep this? We're going to get to see a card. If we get to 2, we're good. So let's just do that. Let's just keep. Going to be pretty upset if I don't get to my second land, but kind of is what it is. Okay, so he does play treetops. Important. Nice. Yep. We'll pass turn. All right. I mean, it is very, very lucky to get there, but I think that this is a fine hand. If we can just stay in the game this way. Guessing that it's going to be a Oath. No, Sylvan Library. Yeah, Sylvan Library resolves. Now, it would be sick as if I drew another island. That will do. All I'm trying to do is get to a point where I'm playing the parity game, and I think that's all I want to be worried about right now. Right? They get to draw a bunch of cards, and things start to be troublesome for me. Wasteland, sure. There it is. Another Sylvan Library. It's the same Sylvan Library, I should say. Okay. All right, we'll pass turn. Now, our opponent is a little truncated on mana. They went for a forest here. There's the white mana. Terravor, yep. I'm going to go ahead and try and draw a card. Yep, okay, untap. All right, we got a 5/5 on the board. This is bad. All right, well, let's take 5 to the dome. This is always troublesome. Always tough. Take 5. Here comes Armageddon. I can smell it a mile away. Oh, another one. That's terrible for me. All right. Well, the game is pretty much over. If I can't draw, if I can't draw land, I'm in squads of trouble. Ooh. All right. Let's go to the next game. We're going to get that island back in the deck. Let's play these over 1 Perish and 1 Twisted Abomination. I don't think we need that many Twisted Abominations. Actually want that back in. And let's take out 1 Deep Analysis. All right, let's do it like that. All right. I'm in for this one. Let's keep. I have the option of a counterspell. And then I'll pass. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't love that. There it is. Okay. Untap. Draw. Underground River. Pass. Pass. All right. All right. We're countering it. All right. There we go. Draw. We need to draw land. Can I get one? One time. Nope. Rough. Things are looking not great for either one of us here. He missed a land drop too, so we've got that going for us at least. Oh, this is going to be terrible if he decides that that's what he wants to do. Yep. Okay. All right. At least he doesn't have a follow-up. Please draw land. Come on, deck. Okay. We're both in trouble here. Enlightened Tutor. Don't love that. Sylvan Library. It's not where I want to be. Yeah, Sylvan Library hits the board. Yeah, this is the worst. Come on. All right, Pluto Delta. Pass. Fortunately. All right. We still have a chance here. All right. He took an extra card. Yep. 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to just draw 2. Okay. You got it, bub. All right. Oh, come on, deck. This is tough. Come on. I almost just want to be like 1, 2, gush. Like, it's not great, but it's something. Brutal. I should have done that first. Ugh. I need it. God damn it. Oh, fucking 11 cards in my hand. All right, well, we'll pack it up. See what happens. Things are not looking great, but I could get out of this if I could just, for the love of God, draw a swamp. This was a disaster. I'd say I did this to myself, but I mean, I had to fetch what I fetched. Yeah, might as well get in there, right? All right. I have a chance here. I just need to like literally draw a swamp. Please. No. Sure. God damn. All right. Well, we'll see. It's not looking great here. Okay. That's game. You've got enough to kill me. Concede. Yep. Rough. That was close, but yeah, you stop drawing lands. That is what happens when the land destruction deck, or the land destruction, the deck that likes you to not have lands, just is what it is. We'll get it in there. We got to see what the power of this deck on the first game. Hey guys, this is Zach from editing. I kind of go into a fugue state during this game a couple times, so I'm going to sit here and also let you know what's happening from my end of the game so that we can actually get an idea of what was happening, because normally I like to cut the silences out of this, but I sort of just stopped talking for a while, and you have to actually do a little bit of talking to tell what's going on the other side of the board or reacting to things, so that the editor that I use doesn't cut out any of the sound. So we're going long form today, and I figured I would just sit back and fill in the gaps as I stop talking, because that happens for a little while in this episode. So here we go. Hopefully, there we are. All right. Lost the die roll this time. This is not great. It's very hard to say no to enough lands to actually play the game after getting screwed last turn. I'm going to mulligan this because we know better. All right, we'll keep this. Let's get rid of the Underground River. That's at least 3 cards to the 1 card, so it's something. First main phase. Do it, Doug. Here we go. All right, duress. We're okay with that. You can take the gush. Yeah, take the gush. That's the correct answer. All right, we're going to start with a plains and pass. Here comes a Gerard's verdict. It's going to ruin my life. Yeah. Oh, man. No response. Guess we just get rid of those. I need the lands. And the counterspell will keep me in the game. There we go. We'll pass turn. All right. 4-3. It's not the end of the world. I'm still just down one card. Wall of Blossoms resolves. That's a card I'm not too worried about. Okay. Play a land. Now we're in a great position where if they cast like something cool, we can counter it and then reanimate it, which I love. Yeah, so we'll just counter that. And then we're going to reanimate it on our turn, which is going to be sick. Oh, Psychatog. I love that I can do both things. Let's get in there. That's going to feel good. I love a pass there. That's amazing. All right, so we're going to draw a card to Twisted Abomination and accumulate knowledge. Okay, so let's accumulate knowledges. Right? Okay, great. And attack. I love a gush here, actually. Well, hold on. Right. Okay. Uh-huh. And yeah. Let's exile 2. Exile 2. Gush. Recoil. Exile 2. And snuff out. Counterspell. And swamp cycling. And exile 2. And just do the damage. All right, so I mean, yeah, there's another land. Kind of okay with that. Yeah, that was bound to happen. Okay. Draw. I'll play a land. And now I have to sit back. Diabolic Edict is rough when your opponent has man lands, but they're only drawing just nonsense. It's rough. A deed. I do not love that. Okay. Draw. Play a land. And that was dumb. Okay, so we're in a little bit of a problem here, but that's okay. Huh. I feel like we should make them blow it, right? Yeah. It's fine. Right? He doesn't want to blow it yet. Okay, what do we got here? You want those to be dudes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll take it. Mm-hmm. Coming in. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was expected. So we've got the Ghastly Demise to hit one of their treetop villages when it inevitably attacks. Mm-hmm. Ouch. Okay, what do we cast in here? Something nasty. Definitely not allowing whatever this is. Yeah. I'm gonna counter that. Okay. That's mine. And then I'll pass turn. take the 1. Mm-hmm. No. Okay. Pass turn. Just a land. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Mm-hmm. You got to duress. The old duress for duress play. Okay. That should do it. Mhm. Okay. That's fine to take those. You can take that as well. Actually, play Coffin Purge. You don't need that. I think that is probably not as good. Those are whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dude playing plenty of creatures for me to steal. All right. I think we like this opener. We're gonna roll with it. Ooh. Take my deep analysis. Snuff out circular logic is probably what he wants to take. Be my guess. I would take circular logic here. Yeah. No thanks. All right. We'll start with an island and pass. It reveals their hand, choose one of them, activated, discards a card out of target player, reveals X card. Okay. And you choose one of them. Okay. Sure. Untap. Draw. I'll play a swamp and I'll pass turn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're gonna do that. No response. I will show you one card. Untap. And draw. Play this. If we just cast Psychatog here. Run it out. Right? X is 2. No response. Draw a card. Sweet. Right. We're going to cast Accumulate Knowledge. And get fucking rid of that guy. No, you can't do that, dummy. Non-black. Might as well get in there, though. Going for the attack. Uh-huh. All right, for 2, another discard. For 2. Both these cards are useless, so it's fine to show them Snuff Out or Ghastly Demise. The card's pretty potent, especially if you don't have a way to remove it. So I was surprised to be doing as well as I was against this, but I had so much card draw. Just really helped. All right, we're going to Duress. I guess we'll take a Gerard's Verdict. Not a whole lot of choice there. Come in for the attack. Don't have a lot of power on the board, unfortunately, so I can't really afford to just keep swinging in like this and then like use my entire graveyard. I want to have some resilience against that treetop village that's in play, so I have to be very careful about using everything. All right, so they've got a plains. I think that they're probably just going to try. Another thing is I'm sort of choked on mana. Oof. Yeah, this is fine because then I can reanimate that, and I don't really need that snuff out, so it's not the worst. But that means that they didn't play the morph. Now I'm still truncated on mana. I need a island to be able to actually cast my counterspell, so that's an issue. All right, Gush, not where you want to be. But I can, yeah, of course. Now I can draw with my Deep Analysis. I might as well use the mana for a Phyrexian Furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, might as well cast that out. And probably doesn't hurt to use it. I think I forget to use it for a turn. It doesn't really matter. It's not exactly what I'm trying to do. Now I'm trying to just pressure my opponent a little bit here. Make him have to do the thing. I know that he can't block, so I'm trying to get in a little bit of damage and just put some pressure on him. It would be nice if I could get another untap. I'd be great to be able to cast Factor Fiction. All right, plane cycling. Let's get rid of that. What we don't want is for that dragon to be able to come back. So I think I want to get rid of the dragon. They played a plains and a morph. Oof. Okay, so let's see what we can do about this. We're going to target them, get rid of that. We're going to draw. Take the damage, sure. Let's get rid of that dragon. That's going to be a real problem for us later on if we don't get rid of it. It's crazy how good that dragon is, actually. All right, I think we... Oh, okay. So now I'm in a better spot. So I have a second island now. Uh-huh. I can attack and do a lot of damage here. They're at 15. A Gush and a Factor Fiction represents a lot of damage. We're looking at...
So 1, 2.
Yeah, here I go counting.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 damage, 6 plus 6.5 for the Gush.
It's not enough, right? No, I don't think
and the Factor Fiction. It would get me very close, but I think
I will attack.
I put them in a place where they have to block. They shouldn't have attacked with their 1/1, and I think they're realizing that if I have just enough, I can end the game. So yeah, they had to end up
That's
blocking.
funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and opt. Oh, nice.
Put it on top.
Yeah. Now, do I want to cast that?
Mm-hmm. That's pretty great. We'll just go ahead and exile.
Remove
1,
2 cards.
2.
And make them have to. And my opponent says that they should not have attacked with their
And that's what I thought.
1/1, which I sort of agree with, but
and untap.
It was heads up on their end to know to not play into Factor Fiction and a Gush. Like, they can't know that. It was a heads up play to make that block. All right. I think that's fine. I can even let that go and still cast Factor Fiction and untap and recoil it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and Factor Fiction here. This puts them in a situation where now I've got an ancestral accumulated knowledge, right? A gush, a smother. They don't even know that I have the gush already in my hand, so things get pretty dicey. I think the smart play here would be for me to take the ancestral and the smother if that's what they're going to do. Yeah, 100%. It just makes sense to be like, I already have a gush. I don't need another gush. Now I can bounce that guy. Yeah, let's do it right. There we go. Good. Now I have smother up still, which is amazing. I think the smart thing to do would be to attack in. Yeah. It's not the worst. Okay, so we know that they have nothing in their hand for me to have to really worry about. I can attack in now. They have to block. I have too many cards in my hand for them to not block at this point. And then I'll pass turn. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna gush. Why not? Why not gush? And then I can play a land back. And I could even play that Sabo's Web, but I think playing the Sabo's Web would be dumb because then it would hit my land, not hit their land. So we're gonna wait on the Sabo's Web. We're just gonna draw, use some mana, and then pass turn. Now the Reanimate's amazing because I have plenty of life, and they have that angel in the graveyard, so I'm probably just gonna get that angel. Just makes a lot of sense to just be like, oh, let me get your Exalted Angel and make it so that this game it just becomes about the Exalted Angel at that point. And even if they do deal with my Psychatog, it really doesn't matter. Yeah. Yep, there's the inevitable Swords to Plowshares. The Graveborn Muse is back. All right, so we've got another Wonder now, which is a bummer because at least if I had the Wonder in my hand before, I could have made everything flying. But what we're going to do is we're going to get a Angel, put that into play. It's going to be amazing. Now, you'll see coming up, I end up doing okay here, but I could have done a little bit better had I been smarter about just letting them hit me with their Graveborn Muse. But I like to play a little bit more conservative. All right, so I pass the turn. Okay, things are heating up. I've been not talking for a while, paying too much attention to the game, not thinking too hard, I should say. So I'm going to have to make sure that I look at that, go over and talk about it. I was zoned in for a minute. With the counterspell backup and circular logic sitting here, I think I'm okay. Yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. You can have it. Almost always what happens here is my opponent has to cycle something. I've already gotten all the value I could possibly get out of the graveyard. It's time to start turning the corner and blasting people with Graveborn, second Graveborn Muse. I kind of feel like I have to let that through. I need to protect this thing. So I can't really be mucking around with we're going to play that. Now we have 2 counter magics that can do the thing. We're going to come in here. That's great. I gain that life, which is huge. All right, now, what I'm thinking, I don't need any mana from my factory's fine where it is. I can stop that from being a thing that I have to worry about, and I still have 2 pieces of counter magic. The game will be over by the time he does anything useful. I'm hoping. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Just drew 7 cards. That's so many cards. Then he has to kill all of his guys because having 2 Graveborn Muse will just end the game for him. So. Got his land. Got a Gerard's Verdict. No response. I'll go ahead and discard Wonder. Oh, nice. There you go. I think I have to make that a guy. Block here. No. Okay. He's the assembly worker I'm targeting. There we go. Right. We'll attack. There we are. Gaining that life. Running up that hill. All right. I'm pretty sure I've got him now, right? I didn't realize he was targeting himself, or I would have just countered it. Right. There we go. He draws 1 extra card. I have 2 pieces of counter magic. Right? What are you going to do? You would have had to draw so much counter magic against me. There's a land. Yeah, got it. Cool. All right, we're going to chill for a bit.
In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call someone who's invested in your success. Nick Ropp, your Edward Jones financial advisor and certified financial planner, is here to help you. He will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions, so he can help you achieve what's most important to you. Call Nick Ropp at 314-377-9524 or email nicholas.ropp@edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. That's 314-377-9524 or email nicholas.raupp@edwardjones.com. Edward Jones member, SIPC.
All right, well, let's get into the next round. We've got a win and a loss under our belt, and this deck is pretty fun, pretty good. Yeah. There we go. Okay. These look like 6 great cards. Got some movement. We've even got a threat if we really need one, but also it's a blocker. We've got Gaslight. Yeah, this is a keep. This is a stone cold keep. Okay. Looks like we're playing against our arch nemesis. Let's start with a duress to just make sure. Yep, that's the deck. So let's get rid of Swords to Plowshares here. Now that we know what our opponents have, yeah, we can get rid of that. And we've gotten rid of 1 swords. All right, now it's our turn. Sweet, and we will pass the turn. All right, let's do a little accumulated knowledge. Untap. We're going to play a factory for ourselves. And pass the turn. Now we can cycle this Twisted Abomination for another swamp, which is great. Yeah, I'm pretty sure what we're seeing here is land still. Almost positive. Let's draw a card. Or 2. Okay, you're going to counter that? Fact or fiction? Huh. Let's do that. Let's do that, actually. Let's do it like that. We'll probably take the Dust Bowl. All right. Untap. Now, to the draw step. So this is sweet. We've got Psychatog. We can just drop here. And we can circular logic if they try and hit it with the swords. That was dumb because even though we have the swords, we can't actually circular logic it. But we do have Twisted Abomination. What do we got here? Dust Bowl. You got it. We're going to opt. Put it on the bottom. Nice. Definitely still outcarding our opponent here. Yeah, we're going to keep doing that. Play that. And we will pass the turn. Now we'll probably cycle this Twisted Abomination. Got to discard a card, huh? Smother. Let's get rid of this swords that we know that is gone now. They still have a Chain of Vapor. All right. We're going to swamp cycle this. Next turn. Untap. All right. Let's play that. Now I got plenty of cards in the yard to do this, so we're going to just go ahead and reanimate this Twisted Abomination. I think that's a fine play. Make some guys, of course. You got it. You get a couple of dudes. You got it. And that's fine. Make a couple of guys. All right. Now, Chain of Vapor, we're going to counter. Can you pay the 8? Probably can counter it, which is fine. Yeah, no. We got Parallax Tide. Rude, but acceptable. Not a lot I can do about that right now. Okay. Hopefully, Underground River. Interesting. Do I just keep that there? Well, I can just... Well, definitely attack. That's for sure. Let's bounce that. Recoil. And I still have the circular logic to stop that. I'll take 4 there. That's fine. I'll take 5 even. It's okay. Yep. Okay, untap. And now it's my turn. Okay. I think, yeah, we were just still on this plan of swinging with our Twisted Abomination. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna not sacrifice land. And I'll pass. I'll take 2. Let's go ahead and cast Factor Fiction. Nice. Tog and Duress. I think I take the Duress here. And choose pile 1 for sure. They can go in any order. All right. I'll untap. Draw. Okay, now let's Duress. Okay, sure. Gonna get some guys off that. Let's get rid of the Parallax Tide. Right. Let's play an island. And interesting. Just trying to think if there's anything that I can do off of. I think I just have to cast this. It's an unfortunate position to be in, but it kind of is what it is. This is a deck that's very good against my deck, so I have to just kind of play to my outs, and I don't have a lot. I'm going to be at 2. I didn't have a lot of life to work with to begin with. Pretty sure I'm dead. Tide's fine. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Oh, no. Let's go to blocks. Okay. Putting me to 3. That's rough. All right. My turn. Don't think I can get there with this. In fact, I'm positive I can't, so let's go to the next one. Concede. Okay. Now, this is easy. We're going to switch to zombie infestations, engineered plagues. I do kind of care about those. Yeah, Sabo's web is fine. We're gonna go lean more into control. We don't need to play as many. We don't need to play any of these, honestly. We can remove a couple of Twisted Abominations and a couple of Reanimates. I think we should take out all the Twisted Abominations and Reanimates, and then that allows us to play this. I don't know. We can play one Twisted Abomination. Really just want to, now we want to become the control deck. Because they're like, yeah, I can be the beatdown, but it's going to be tough. Okay, I want to die roll. I will play first. We're going to keep this. First main phase. Go ahead and I'm going to duress. Stand still, chain. Let's take the chain of paper, if that's okay. Turn. Can I get nice? Got that. Which means let's take Factor Fiction. Okay, next turn, I'm going to put Engineered Plague into play. Yeah, you got it. Yep. Soldier. Mm-hmm. Now I just need to find. I mean, this is the thing, is like they're the beatdown until they're not, right? Exile a card. We missed a card there. But let's try to, I mean, that's that. Let's opt for a counterspell. We're going to put that on the bottom for now. All right. We're going to sack this. Let's get a swamp. Just put the Tog down. Drop a Tog. That should solve some of my problems for the time being. I mean, they might have a way to stop that, but I hate to see it. Right. Yep. Coming in for 3. I need that Sabo's Web so bad. Sabo's Web would save me. Get him here. Take it. Out. Opt. Unfortunately, that's not going to get me there, I don't think. I mean, it could. There we go. I've got that going for me, at least. Fuck. Rude. Hmm. Yep. Oof. That's a lot of land. You got it. I do appreciate that he's just like, oh, I gotta play that, I guess. Tied. I do not like that. But I've got a lot of land, so it's kind of whatever. You want to take out all my lands? You go ahead. That is a plan you can have. Oh, the worst. The worst. Okay. I mean, he's not going to get me with lands, that's for sure. I've got plenty of them. Another one. I need Sabo's Web so bad. That'd be so great. Gonna hit my factory. Trading a factory for a factory. I love that. Sabo's Web. Ugh. I mean, it's not nothing. Zombie infestation. How you like me now? How you like me now? Pretty great. Impulse. All right, I've got 2 things on the board that they really don't want to be dealing with. So that's good. They're definitely cycling through some stuff, trying to figure it out. Gonna hit that land. You got it. Untap. Here's the thing. I drew a ton of land, so I'm really not that worried. Okay. Now I have a counterspell, which is sick. That's where you really want to be. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll take the 2. All right. Play a land. Pass turn. Okay. Cycle away. That's all that is draw a card for. Yep. You get my lands, which is hot. Pretty great. Could counter this? I bet. I'll take the 2. Yeah, take the 3, I should say. Okay. Untap. Draw. Gosh, amazing. All right. Let's do this. 1, 2. Gosh. Mm-hmm. That's what we like to see. Cancel. I'll play this. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about where I am right now. Especially now that my opponent has to respect the counter magic. Sure. Mm-hmm. Boing. All right, what we got going on here? Okay. Oh, they made an angel. Cute. Well, I can bounce it. That's pretty sweet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, they made an angel. It's definitely a choice. Go ahead with the circular logic. Mm-hmm. Sure. I'm sure there's yeah, there's the swords, of course. I mean, got to play to your outs. Tog. There he is. Sweet. Tog can hold it down for a minute, which is great. Nice. There's an annul. A little late. All right. Well, at least Tog is holding it down. So I've got that going for me. Both just kind of sitting here. Good God. Rude. Nothing I can do about that. I'll just take the life. I mean, here's where things get nasty. I've got one turn to get around this. It's not looking great. At 4 life, I think I'm doomed. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Okay, you got me. That's a rough matchup. All right, let's get back in there. Yeah, that's a rough one. I didn't expect to take that down. Swords to Plowshare decks are relatively tough for me to beat to begin with. But the fact that they can kind of, like, we're both control decks, but they have way more threats than me because of their factories. And I really needed to see a Sabo's Web, and I just never did. Even with the zombie infestation out, like, I just can't get enough cards to make it work against this guy. I'm not sure that countering the Tide was even necessary, but you know, it's so tough. You want to have the mana. All right, looks like I lost the die roll again. This is fine. We don't really know what we're playing against. So we'll keep this. It's got some action, some turn 3 counter magic. They're mulliganing to 5. We have a pretty good chance off of a mulligan to 5, I feel like. All right. They get their first turn. We're like 3 cards ahead of them because of the mull and the getting to draw an extra card, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's get an island into play and pass. What could my opponent possibly be doing? Okay. Just tapping mana for no reason. All right. Got a factory out. Okay. Take my turn on tap. Play a Polluted Delta here. See if I want to counter whatever they play. I've got the swamps, so I'm not really too worried about off fetching here. Why are you doing this? Funeral Charm me. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Twisted Abomination. Hits the yard. Thanks. Okay. What do you got? Yeah, that's going to be a hard no. Let's put up a big old nod dude to that. All right. Untap. Do a land and a pass. All right, now we've got Circular Logic up with Accumulated Knowledge in the backup. Oh, what's happening? Am I countering this with circular logic? Bottomless pit. We're going to just say no to that. Go ahead and pass on you playing circular logic against me. But thanks. And then I will pass turn. We have build your own ancestral recall here. Yep, make your guy. Might as well blow one just to see if we draw a kill spell. Bring him back to the Stone Age. We don't. That's fine. We'll take the 2. Do like smashing people into the Stone Age when they are mana screwed. All right, we're going to play a land. Let's duress. What do you got? Anything good? Probably white spells, be my guess. Smother, I guess. We'll take Smother. Right. And I'll pass the turn. Just playing control. Now, what we've seen in their hand, Smother is gone. We know about Funeral Charm. So they'll probably Funeral Charm me here. Duress. I'm going to go ahead and cast Fact or Fiction. Okay. I like that. I'm going to take whatever has the opt in it because they're going to split the Reanimate and the Psychatog, I'm sure. This is tough for them because they know, like, they've got a way to get rid of. Well, I think actually here we take the Psychatog because the rest isn't going to do anything. Yeah. And now you get to go ahead and arrest me. You're going to take the accumulated knowledge, which is actually a boon for me. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay. Make this a guy. Yeah. We'll F6 it. Get to town. Get in there. Looks like a mono black situation and not a like. I think you need to be playing Gerard's Verdict if you're playing one of these discard black deck type of dealios. Okay. Well, can I get through my draw step? There you go. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. We'll play Psychatog. We know that they've got Dark Ritual and Funeral Charm in their hand. The first accumulated knowledge doesn't do anything. The second accumulated knowledge gets you closer to your accumulated knowledge. The third accumulated knowledge is when you win the game. Funeral Charm me, right? No. Ravenous Rats. Wow. Okay. Well, in response to Ravenous Rats, I guess I'll accumulate knowledge. Because then they can, you know, if I go down to one card, they just got me. You got it. I lost my counterspell. Drawing 2 cards. Oh, okay. You got it. I'm gonna take the no response. I'll take the Underground Sea and go. All right. Underground Sea for 500, Alex. All right, they've just got a Dark Ritual in their hand. Not really where you want to be. All right. And I'll start attacking. You got it. We'll trade there. Duress. Let's do that. I'll bounce that back to your hand. Yeah. You get nothing for that. Mm-hmm. All right, go to my turn. Can I get a draw spell? Hell yeah, I can. Let's draw 3 cards. Uh-huh. Let's see. We got 16. I guess we just hit for 1. Just hit for 1 for now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. We're representing 14 damage right now. Cursed Scroll. Don't like that much. Now, what do we got here? Animate. Sick. Okay. Well, ever a time to reanimate something, it's now. Okay, coming on in. Yep. All right, we should have this now. Get off this. Get on with it. If you want to change the world, shut your mouth, then start to spin it. Well, he doesn't have that in his hand anymore. I don't know what's in his hand. Just got curse scrolls. Okay. Sick. Okay. Yeah, we got that one. Reveal the got the 4th one. Okay. So, zombie infestation seems good against a deck like this. We like a boomerang. They've got some stuff to annul. Let's take out Snuff Out and Ghastly Demise for sure. Remove one of these. And one Circular Logic. And 1 opt. I'm probably going to regret removing the opt, but I think that is as low as we can really go on everything else. All right. This seems okay. We're going to keep this. If they go Dark Ritual, Reanimate, Dark Ritual, Swamp, Dark Ritual. Oh, Curse Scroll. Okay, that's fine. Curse Scroll's fine. I am not worried about Curse Scroll. All right, let's do that. The Rack. Get out of here with that. What else did he have in his hand? Okay, yeah. The Swamp, the Rack. Okay. The Rack. It seems silly to be like, I'm all in on the Rack. You got it. Take no damage. Draw step. All right, we're gonna play Zombie Infestation and just start making things tough, right? So if we just go Zombie Infestation, go. I could probably race the Rack. Which is actually very funny. Got to play the other Rack, right? Yeah, you got to play that guy. What's going on? Yep. Okay. I'm going to get rid of Intuition and that. Any order. All right. Untap. Take nothing from the Rack. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sick. Okay. Attack in. Planar Void. Okay. All right. Can I race this dude? Is the real question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Shit would be really funny if I could blank one of those. Oh, what I need to do is I need to boomerang the curse scroll and the counter it. It's going to be hard to do with this guy out. I need that dude to miss twice. I'm in a bind because the actual thing I need to have happen here is really threading the needle. No damage. All right. I mean, that's great. Okay. Yeah. I gotta take it. Taking the 2. This is tough. As what I need to have happen here is for him to hit deep analysis. There's a 50-50 chance that this whole plan just does not work. Ah, the one card I need him not to hit. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Sure. Get your shot in. This is tough. Okay. Untap. Yep. Draw. Take the 1. Play. Factory. Okay. We're going to play this. Targeting myself. If I could just like get. That's nice. Okay. I mean, we could get back in here if I just had a few more turns. I don't think I have a few more turns, unfortunately. All right. We're going to have 6 this. Let them do their thing. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Of course. Yep. Cast a scroll rack. You got it. Rats. Yep. Mm-hmm. Fuck. God damn. Yeah, I think the game is over. Let's go to the next one. Concede. That was tough. All right. Chill. Nah. I mean, all this stuff seems fine. I think we are where we need to be. Just, you can't, unfortunately, I don't have any way to deal with artifacts, really, that isn't boomerang and counter them. I don't have anything like a Null Rod or anything. Maybe a Null Rod would be something to put in this deck, but it didn't matter. I needed like a way to kill the Hypnotic Spectre, which I honestly didn't think would be as big a deal. But the rack put me on the back foot because I had to actually deal with that. There's a possibility that with Zombie Infestation, I should have just like emptied my entire hand and made him play the rack. But I don't know. I also think that I was discounting the fact that he had 2 racks in his hand and I had gotten rid of one, so he probably didn't have a second rack. I could have probably won that race. All right, we're gonna be on the play. This is fine. We're gonna keep. We've got everything we need to make this work. Underground River. Huh. Yeah, I think I have to start with the duress to get rid of any like super fast starts. And then I can just hold up the annul with the Twisted Abomination for my 3rd land, and then do it like that. So I think that's where I want to be. It's a good thing I cut these silences out because my opponent is taking a very long time to make this decision. Mulligans to 6. Okay. So there's a reason for it at least. All right. Hit our first main phase. Go ahead and duress. Yeah, we'll take that Dark Ritual. Actually, I think we'll take the Stupor. You can Dark Ritual if you want. Just take the payoff. Like, I don't really care about the Dark Ritual. I care about the Stupor. Yeah, I would pass too. There's nothing to pay that off. There we go. Go ahead and pass. And I can put the Twist Abomination. I don't even want to really put the Twist Abomination in the graveyard yet. Play some rats. Like, you could Chain of Fog me, but doesn't seem smart. Dark Ritual. All right, he's going to do rats and Chain of Fog. You got it. Double Dark Ritual. Ravenous Rats. I'll get rid of this guy. Get rid of the Twist Abomination. Chain of Fog. Yes. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of the accumulated knowledge and the polluted delta. And then I'm not gonna. No. Another question is, did they draw a rack? Funeral charm. All right, you got me on the funeral charm. So I still have a Psychatog in my hand. Now we're just playing like low resources. I think I'm okay. I just need to draw a card. Okay, so I don't love where I am right now, but it's not the worst. At least I can counter whatever they come up with. Oof, a second factory. Coming in for 3. Don't love that. The low resource game here. Yep. Make a guy. Attack. Taking 3. Taking 4. That's one way to do it. All right. End turn. Draw a land. No, another Psychatog. God damn it. Should have kept the land. All right. I'd appreciate a time walk for myself here on the counterspell. Like cast something, attack me for 1. I'd be into that. And we're going to go ahead and counter that. Great. Make that a guy. Coming into attack for 3. I need a land. Now I need land. Please. A reanimate is something. That is a guy I have on the board. Would have liked that a little bit earlier, but you know, you kind of got to do what you got to do, right? I will trade it. I have to. I need a land so bad. Mm-hmm. Gotta block. Like, if I had to discard the Psychatog, that Reanimate would be actually pretty good right now. That's just going to save me almost no life. But I couldn't wait to cast it because then I would be dead. Okay, great. We've got a Tog on the board. We've got a Psychatog. I can at least block stuff now. Hopefully they just have to pass through for a while. I love that. Great. They're mana screwed. That's where we want them to be. Smother. Okay, we're going to play our other Tog. And then we'll pass. And then we just have to kind of chill for a bit. I really need to see some you got it. Waste me out. I think I would waste me. You don't want me to have black mana. Yeah. Got to. Untap. Draw. Fluted Delta. Rude. Okay. Well, here we are. Got to sit behind these guys for now. Withered Wretch. Luckily, I have a way to kill that. Mm-hmm. I'll go to 1. Here I am at 1 life. Like, I'm not in the worst position, but it's not great. All right. I've got to land. Let's get rid of this guy. Mm-hmm. Yep. He's gone. Okay. Untap. Could use a gush. Oh, amazing. Okay. We're going to gush. Yep. Play a land. Actually, I'm going to play this, targeting myself. There we go. And then I will pass turn. Gush was pretty sick there. Yep, that gets smothered. Okay. Draw a card. I'm going to play Zombie Infestation. And then I'll pass turn. Yep. My opponent is in a bind at 5 minutes left on their clock. I'm at 1 life, though. All it takes is like 1 thing, right? Yeah. Get in there, right? I'm sure that he has a rack, so maybe I'm dead. I'm dead either way, so I might as well go all the way in. All right, declare blockers. Rack for the win. Here we go. Play the rack. Got me. What am I going to get? What was I going to draw? I died. All right, draw a card. What do I get? Oh, Reanimate's not going to do anything. All right. Play this thing out. That was close. I think,
you could never tell. Like, do you play? Like, had I made different choices in my discards, I would have been in that game for a lot longer. Like, doing 6 to myself really sucked, but I needed to have something out against that guy because if I didn't cast that, I'm just taking damage to the dome, and then who knows if I ever draw a card. I would have my window of time to be able to reanimate that was that turn, and that was kind of it. All right, let's see what happens here. I will play first. Yeah, we like it. We'll keep. Start with a Delta. Delta Burke. That's a We Need Girlfriends reference for all you people out there. I'm so Delta. Yeah, Delta Burke. Oh, okay. Let's take the Vision Charm, I guess. At least I have a snuff out. I'm playing around 2. Here we go. This is gone. That's gone. Okay. Upkeep. Draw. All right, play that. And I'll pass turn. Days, huh? Double days. There's another island. I'll play another land. I'm going to Swamp Cycle next turn. Quite a grip. We're going to Swamp Cycle. Pass turn. There we go. Play a land. I should make him waste 1. I will play Wonder. Will you counter this? You won't. Okay. Acknowledging that that's not a good play. I appreciate that. Yep. Impulse. So I just know about Gush Days and Days. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gush is gone. Dreadnought. You got it. We already know that there is a pair of Dazes in their hand. So there's no need to throw our Snuff out yet. Okay. We just do it. Hmm. Do I care? Okay.
Got it. Love that for me. And we played around both dazes, which is super sweet. Play a land. Yep, we'll lose that. And we're coming in. Take the damage. There we go. That was sweet. Important. Now, they still have those 2 dazes in hand, so we got to be careful about that. I do like the idea of just sending them right back into the Stone Age by casting Psychatog and making them pay. Try and get it off the board. Or I can just do this. I can keep attacking. We're just going to keep doing that. Keep them low on resources. Keep the heads ringing. Ding, ding, dong. Opt hits the board. I'll counter it. Just a hard counter spell with around your dazes. Okay, so you're going to discard the foil. You still got, what are you discarding? 2 islands and another card. Okay. No response. You got it. Okay, you got it. Okay, I'm going to really need some help. Love a ghastly demise. Equal toughness less. Jesus, that's going to be tough. Like I'm almost there. I think I have to. So he's got 2 dazes in his hand. And I have to play this just to try and get cards into my graveyard. He's going to daze that. No, you got it. And I'll pass. I need to have so many more cards in my yard. 9. I can block. That's 10. It's not going to do it. The daze is actually going to get me. Combat damage. I'm at 3. Still got a daze in his hand. Okay, so I need to think here. That's what I have to do, right? I've got to do that to stay in the game. unfortunately. Yes. 2 cards in hand. And we know about the days, so we can't play into the days, unfortunately. It's rough. Okay. There we go. Untap. Draw. Amazing. Okay. So we're going to play this, which will allow me to discard 1. Yep. Discard 2. Yep. Discard. Mm-hmm. Got there. And we'll attack. Whew. Did not know if I was going to get in there. Okay. Couldn't end it there. I only have 13. All right, here we go. Draw. Edict. Nice. All right, we'll get in there. Yeah, got that one. Whew. Got lucky there. That was very lucky. All right, we need boomerangs and annuls to come in for sure. I don't think there's anything else that's like really good against this deck. No. I guess we could play like a furnace. All right, so let's see what we want to take out. I don't think Wonder is very important in this matchup. I really don't think that the Twisted Abomination plan is going to get us anywhere. Reanimate's okay. I mean, Twisted Abomination's not the worst. Do we want to take out 1 Reanimate and 1 Twisted Abomination and just go like that? Certainly not going to reanimate anything of his, so there's that. I faded that 1 turn. That's all I needed. I just needed to be able to cast that Ghastly Demise. That was very lucky on my end. Okay, this seems fine. We're going to keep this. The Smother's good. The Annul's good. Knowing to play around the days the days. All right, so we've got an Annul. Okay, good. That's where we want to be. Just playing it nice and easy. Keeping it going. All right, we got a factory. That's fine. Let's go ahead and accumulate some knowledge. Yep. We just want to keep casting, keep playing lands, keep things smooth. Keep it toasty. I'd like to get to like 6 lands. Yeah. You got it. I'm gonna take the 2. Mm-hmm. Just kill that. Bye-bye. Uh-huh. And I'll pass. I should have opted at the end of the turn. It's not like they're gonna sneak in an artifact. I've got another smother in my hand, which is great. End turn. Okay, let's go ahead and opt. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. Wow. Okay. Draw. Ugh. Not where you want to be. We'll go ahead and play a gush. Cast by returning 2 islands. We'll do that. Just need to like move some cards around here. Play that. And what do you think? Throw the Tog down? I think you got to. Got to throw the Tog down. And they've got to have a play this turn. Boing. You got it. I'm not going to sacrifice land. I'm going to go ahead and discard that. And discard Counterspell. And discard a Tog. Any order. Yep. Gush. Love Gush. Play land. On the pass. Okay, great. So we're both back to where we were before. But now I've got land drops to make. I'll play that. And I'll pass. I should have actually played well. There we go. Yeah. Now we're just playing land drops deck. Uh-huh. I'll go ahead and make that land a guy. This guy is going to attack. We both put each other on notice as far as mana dorks are concerned. With the annul and the smother, I think I'm in good shape. Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead and annul. Yeah, there's a counterspell. You got it. Yep. Yep. Do a card. Yep. You're good. And I'll just smother it. Gush. Okay. And turn. Draw step. Ouch. Smother that. Counterspell. There we go. Finally got him. Unless he's gonna. Yeah, here we go. He's countering it again with a foil. Oof. Yeah, it's rough. All right. Well, I've got a lot of cards in my graveyard. Yeah. Hopefully, I can last another turn here. We'll see. All right. Untap. Draw. All right. Let's do Psychatog. Right. All right. Seems like I can profitably block this thing if I have to. If he's got removal, he's got removal. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. Come on. Two. Okay. I did it.
At what cost, though? Oh God, no response. This is going to end it. Well, it's not necessarily. If I draw a, yeah, we'll see here. All right, we'll go to the next game. Didn't get there. All right. Yeah, I think we're fine on our plan here. It's kind of all you can really do. See what happens. All right. At the very least, you're going to get to see a lot of how to play against these decks. This is not my final build. I definitely need to tweak it a little bit. And you know, we could have pulled out a win here or there with a couple of different plays, but we still have one more game. So we'll try and make this game count. Trying to get the win here. All right. Damn. I really like this though. I'm gonna keep this and just pray that the opt gets me there. We're being greedy. Let's go. Land. Pass. Not that it really matters. There we go. Like a snuff out. Earlier snuff out would have been great, but you know, what are you gonna do? Getting skunked early on is kind of whatever. We're gonna put that on the bottom. Not what we want to draw next turn. Come on, a land. Oh, okay. Looks like we're losing this one. Things are bad. All right, let's get a land. There we go. Back in it. Nothing like having a gush in your hand when your mana screwed. It's like the absolute worst. Accumulated knowledge. Maybe I can use my accumulated knowledge to gain some amount of advantage. Fortunately, I don't have anything I can cycle here. Draw. Oof. Oh, man. Well, I mean, it's going to be deep analysis into the graveyard here. It's not a... That's a no-brainer. Okay. I mean, look, if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it, right? You got it. This could be it for me. Stifle. Okay. Here we go. Can I get a swamp? No. No. Draw 3. Oh, rude. Ooh, come on, deck. All right. It's going to get stomped in the face. Discard that. Discard circular logic. Yep. I will not respond. Okay. Really not in great shape here. Basically, must draw a swamp. No. Okay. So tap, tap. We're going to cast Gush. Turn an island into an island. Give me. Just destroyed by my own mana base. All right, let's try this. No, we'll put that on the bottom. Rude. Absolutely. Just no way my deck wants me to win. I'll choose me. Underground River. Yeah, unfortunate. Just did not have the mana to even try to get there. Want want. I probably should have mulliganed, but you know, what are you gonna do? All right. Well, you know, you look at the deck. Again, show you the deck. You can go here on Moxfield and check it out. I think that in this particular metagame, the spending 6 slots for this plan is not where you want to be. You just want a little bit more removal, a little bit more control. And I think right now, where I'm not seeing like this deck is great against other Psychatog decks, but really not as big a portion of the meta as I thought it was going to be. I saw no Psychatog decks in this particular league. So that haunted us. We did get mana screwed in that first game, and then of course, like I got greedy in the last game. So what are you gonna do? But this is an interesting build. I do like the zombie infestation backup plan here. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the deck needs a little bit more work, and like I said, definitely there are some spots like if you're playing control versus control. Almost every other control deck is going to be better than Psychatog because you have 1 point to win on, which is the Tog. So if they can stop that, you're in trouble. Twisted Abomination. Here's the thing too: is like I don't need the Twisted Abominations for that situation because I have my zombie infestations. So it's kind of, you know, what am I doing here? But with that said, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. And if you have a moment, please subscribe to the show and like the video. That goes a long way to helping support the pre-modern and legacy content ecosystem that we've created here.
Also, do us a favor and join us at patreon.com/eternaldurdles. We've separated the tiers, so if you join the Durdle Maniacs tier, you'll get only Magic content, the same great content that you've always enjoyed.
And if you'd like both our Magic content and our sorcery content, you can join us at the Magicians tier and get both. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.